Just so you know, I'm sweating to death. I didn't drink any alcohol up in the green room, but I did drink water, so I have to pee really, really badly. And, yeah, I feel your pain. If this was only karaoke, this would be so much easier, especially after that last song. So forgive me a little bit for some of this. Don't let them in. Don't let them see. Be the good boy, survivor you always have to be. Conceal. Don't feel. Don't let them know. Well, now you'll know. Let it go. Let it go. Just can't hold it back anymore. Let it go. Let it go. And if I let it go, who am I? I'm a survivor. I'm a 5-time cancer survivor. There's a lot of expectation. There's a lot of expectation when you hear the word cancer survivor, just like you applauded. You think, wow, you beat it. You made it. You've been on the journey and you have won the battle. You're a miracle of God. You're an inspiration to others. And that question that so many asked, how are you feeling? How was I feeling? I felt like crap. The physical damage to my body from chemotherapy and radiation, the stress and strain on relationships till their breaking point, the pain in my parents' eyes was too much to watch. My life was a shitstorm. I worked every day through therapy because they said that my brain had to keep working. I would get high just to be hungry. I would eat and throw up. I lost my dignity as well as my hair. The pity and the lack of self-grace, all of it truly sucked. My reel is that they'll follow me for 4 more years with tests and scans until they tell me I'm cured. Well, the prospect of having cancer again certainly scares me, but what frightens me more is my failure. My failure is I'm a survivor. There's not a lot of trust in a survivor instinct. As a boy, I was the effeminate, chubby, goody two-shoe, sports awkward boy soprano that was taunted and teased and tormented by other kids. I remember prank phone calls that made me cry. I remember turning the other cheek more than once. And I remember almost getting pushed down a flight of stairs. In elementary school, I read a book by Corrie ten Boom called The Hiding Place. I had to create my hiding place. I knew that I was different from other boys, from my brothers. So what did I do? I hid. I pretended. I had to survive. In 1982, the summer of my senior year, I got to travel. I went to London and Paris and Rome and Athens and Madrid. My world was amazing. I got to travel with 2 of my favorite teachers who loved me, as well as other students. I came back with friends and joy like I had never experienced. I thought I had so little left to survive. March 1984, St. Elsewhere was a hospital drama that was on television. There was an episode about a boy who got hit in the nuts. That was rehearsed. during flag football. How do you get hit in the nuts during flag football? And it was discovered on an x-ray that he had testicular cancer. You see, it wasn't just television, it was something that was going on inside of me. 2 months later, I discovered a lump on my left testicle and had the surgery and had it removed. My soul hardened. A gay man with testicular cancer? What a cruel joke. He did what I needed to do. I pushed through it. I told everybody I was fine. I said, it's no big deal. I just want to be able to move on with life. You see, I had become a master at pretending by then. I had changed my pronouns. I had lowered my voice. I did everything I could to blend in. Since I had never really trusted anybody with who I was, it wasn't that much more difficult to pretend about my cancer. Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again. 7 years later, they discovered testicular cancer on my right side. I didn't know what to do. The doctor said, it had nothing to do with the first. You are completely special. It is the 2% of 2% that this would ever happen to again. That's a miracle. I knew it had everything to do with the first because I had never let go of the loss that had happened 7 years earlier. If I hadn't let go of that loss, this one just served as the painful reminder. Because the dream of the man that I wanted to be was taken away from me physically. I had become that joke. Humor became my new go-to place, my new comfort. It wasn't humor that was natural or really comfortable, because I joked about cancer all the time. Cancer was my own situation comedy. I'm fantastic, I'm great, I've been through surgery, everything's gone on, and me and my super balls are out to conquer the world. It is kind of funny, isn't it? I was diagnosed with stage 4 colon cancer in my 40s. Really? Again. I had spent 2 decades stuffing it, laughing at it, pretending to be okay. I pretended to be okay. I needed to survive. I made all of you believe I was fine. I had become baked Alaska. I was warm and sweet on the outside, but I was very cold and distant on the inside. It's what you do to stay a survivor. And then came a twist. I met a guy. Finally, I thought, an opportunity to let go of surviving. A chance to move forward and a chance to trust. And then cancer 4 and 5. To be fair, I let go a little with him. You see, we needed each other. I needed the care, and he needed to care. But remember what I said at the beginning of this? Relationships have stress and strain with cancer till their breaking point, and we broke. The tests all came back, and the cancer was undetectable. I'm not cured, but it's undetectable. So I had survived. And without the cancer, we couldn't survive. Poor guy, he did everything he could at the end just to go. That was his job. My job was to let him go. But I let go of the cancer. How could I possibly let him go? My whole world fell apart. All of that I had been holding in for so long just came rushing out. Friends and family said, "We don't know what to do with you. You survived cancer. 5 times you beat it. You can beat this too." Well, it wasn't about beating it. It certainly wasn't about wanting him back. It was about trusting and letting go. Because I had become a survivor. Go on, now go. Walk out the door. Don't turn around now, because you're not welcome anymore. Weren't you the one who tried to hurt me with goodbye? Did you think I'd crumble? Did you think I'd lay down and die? Oh no, not I. I will survive. As long as I know how to love, I know I'll be alive. Because I've got all my life to live. I've got all my love to give. I will survive. And yet, if I can't let it go, will I survive?